There were no new skins submitted this past weekend. Let me just show you. So as you'll see, with the changes made to the training SKS, those were like the most recent things. And then, yeah, it's last week's submissions of Lunar New Year skins. So let me just point this out to you. Next week, everything should return to normal. Non-holiday Rush Workshop skin submissions. So no more pink hearts, no more horses, just normal regular skins. Perhaps we'll see more Black Ops skins, such as clothing and armor. What about like the recent naval camo collection? Could we get like tier 3, tier 2? Well, keep an eye out. So everything should return to normal next week. But for now, we'll look at some of these skins. I'll look at some of the bingos from my own server. We can still get a good look at some of these skins. So let me just hop out of here. Point made. No new skin submissions, but still plenty of Lunar New Year skins to take a look at. So if I could just switch back over to here. Last week we pointed out a lot of the, well, I'm pretty sure all of the collection continuations. There really wasn't that many, so we also showcased the top 3 performing skins as of then. Well, if I could just also showcase to you in my server, a lot of people have been, guessing, trying to figure out what potentially could be accepted. They want to win because I'll buy the whole entire Lunar New Year Rustle for them, or at least the first week. So, yeah, some very nice looking skins indeed. Let's just get a good look and see what a lot of people are assuming that could potentially be accepted. And then, of course, what I'll also go ahead and do is showcase to you some of the top performing skins as well. So let's hop back over to here. Let's go ahead and look at micro522.com, which is linked in the description. And as you'll see, yeah, Lunar Raider Garage Door still on top. But I do believe the Sheep Meta Double Door wasn't something we looked at last week, because last week I'm pretty sure we looked at this one instead. Yeah, we've got like a nice looking AK, a cute Panda furnace. So, all right, cool. We get the idea. Some nice looking skins. So how about we hop in game then? Get a good look at some of them, and you could comment below which one happens to be your most favourite. Okay, here we are. Now, of all the skins that we're about to take a look at, don't forget they will be linked in the description. So, of course, if you're going to go look at their pages, offer some nice kind words because you might be impressed with some of the designs. Well, just look at the description, scroll down, it's all there. Right, so let's get started. We've got 2 very interesting looking lockers. To our left, we've got like an interesting cherry blossom design, looking very nice in the daylight. And over to here, quite stylish. So let's just get a good look at this. On the bottom, you'll notice that we happen to have some interesting designs of horses. Looking quite reflective. Looks like it's got some gold trim all around. Looking very, very nice. Now, if you understand these pattern designs and whatnot, feel free to comment below. Hedge isn't that well cultured. Sorry. But yes, I can acknowledge that that is cherry blossom, so looking pretty. And over to here, yeah, nice bit of gold, and noticing it shine quite nicely in the sun. Yep, in the sunlight. Looking pretty sweet. Now, of course, can we get a good look at this? At night time, with the lights on, you'll see the gold trim shining ever so nicely. Looking very, very, very pretty. Lovely stuff. One does appear to be quite a lot more brighter compared to the other, so you'll probably get the impression that that one glows in the dark. What you'll see, when we make it total darkness, is both of them actually glow. First of all, let's get a good look up close with the cherry blossom. Looking pretty sweet. I'd also like to point out that at the very top of it, it also happens to glow. But what you might not instantly notice is that this also glows in the top as well. It's quite faint, but it does glow all around this one. But this one, oh, it's so much more obvious. Look at that. Look at that. So I ask you now, between these two, which one happens to be most favourite? Do you prefer this more discreet design? Or do you enjoy the ever so lovely looking flowers of this design? Go for the comment below. Right then. Let's now get a good look at that bit. That sounded a bit weird, Hedge. Yeah, no, sorry. Let's also move the sun around. Alright, so we've never had a Lunar New Year bed before. I wouldn't be surprised if this is accepted. It was one of the earliest submissions. I actually showed it off in a special preview video like 2 weeks ago. Yep, I know Mr. One on Jade made this. It's a perfectly fine looking bed. And I'm very much under the impression from here and now, if this were to be accepted, would we then expect like every other animal for every other year? Next year, I believe, is the year of the goat, I think. I'm pretty sure about that. Sheep, ram, something like that. All right, anyway. Can we get a good look at this at night time? Oh. Meant to make it night time, not turn the lights off. Good job, Hedge. There you go. Right, perfect, perfect. So as you might notice with the lights on, the gold does happen to shine quite nicely, but we still have that weird glitch where if you kind of look and stand directly over a light, it makes it appear as if it's turned off. That's been going on for over a year now. Alright, and then over to here. Look at the shine. And then, of course, let's get a good look at this in total darkness. Now we timed it right. Get a good look at this very noticeable glow-in-the-dark bed. Now, even on the back here, it's a bit more discreet, but that is still glowing. There's no lights nearby. It's not reflecting. That is glowing. That is a very bright, very easy to see bed. And I ask you, are you impressed? Do you like what you see? Well, don't forget, if you go to the actual workshop page itself, if you go offer a nice comment, scroll down, look at the description. The link to it should be right there. So, props to Skin Creator. I think that's in a very good position. Now, I'm not sure about you, but with the Zodiac, I don't think they have pandas on it, do they? But then again, if there were ever a time for a panda skin, I mean, I guess now would be the time. Right, can I get the lights back on? Let's just pan around this. Panda around this. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I'm so happy I decided to watch this video today. Come on, comment below. Do you enjoy the pardon? Ha 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 ha. Anyway, so yep, very goofy, very silly. Why does he have noodles on his head? Well, that's not a chef hat. That's his bowl. Oh dear, oh dear. Right then. Let's just get a good look at this at night time with the lights on. Part of it's reflective. It's something I'm starting to notice. It appears the actual panda portion of it doesn't really light up. What do you mean? Well, you're only going to really notice it when it's total darkness. So you might sit and say, but oh, clearly that's glowing, right? No, because it's just basically reflecting from the light source. As you notice here, this isn't even turned on, but it's basically as lit up compared to that. The only part that's like glowing when it's turned on at night time is the bottom portion, which does happen to have a horse there. I'm wondering, could we see the panda return next year if we were to see this being accepted? And then there'll be like another deployable with a random goat on it. We'll see. But I don't think many people would be upset seeing the panda furnace. It is quite silly. It is quite cute. So, yeah. We'll see what becomes of that. Speaking of pandas, I mean, not the type of panda you'd probably think of when I say panda, but yeah, it's a red panda. A red panda bearskin rug. I don't think we've ever seen a Lunar bearskin rug, so, alright, well, fair enough. It's not like they could do a horse version of this, that would look good. But, yeah, no. I think it works. I'm actually quite impressed. I think that actually looks quite nice. Alright. Got the big tail on the back as well. I'm sure you've seen the videos with red pandas. If you haven't, go look. They're cute. They're silly. But they definitely don't look like the big pandas. Because technically speaking, they're referred to as giant pandas, technically. And these were actually the original pandas. But I guess they've just lost their name. Oh, dear. Right, so can I also turn the light on? Make it night time. Are you reflective? Not really. Not really. But how do you look in total darkness? Can confirm it glows in the dark. Now, what? 2 months ago, we saw a Christmas bearskin rug that glowed in the dark, sold at $1.49, still retaining its value, by the way. In fact, I've recently just put out a profit review video where I talk about it. People really do like to have nice, affordable, glow-in-the-dark bearskin rugs because they're useful. They're functionally useful to have in your base. You can stick that in your ceiling, you can stick it on the walls, you can stick it on the floor. It will always glow at night time. If your electric suddenly stopped working, if the fireplace runs out of wood, you'll be able to navigate around your base, because that right there would be easy to figure out where you are. Like, again, if you remember the head's always next to the door, boom, you know what it looks like. You know, it's for your consideration. So, yeah, what do you reckon? Go for a comment below. And now, let's start taking a look at some of these doors. So let me just move the sunlight around. This has become one of the top scoring skins now. It was also mentioned quite a lot in the bingo. This is a very nice looking sheet metal double door. Looking pretty sweet. Lights on. Night time. Let's get a good look at you. Are you reflective? Quite a bit, but you'd have to stand in a certain spot to be able to really notice the shine. So it's not like super in your face with the shine, but it does shine quite a lot, quite a bit. Alright, not too bad, but of course, total darkness, and that's a pretty cool looking sheet metal double door. I lost my tongue there, sorry. But yeah, I was exasperated with its design. The lanterns, the glow. That's quite pretty. Like, very creative with the glow, because it's giving the impression that it's all coming from the lanterns. Do you see how it like gets darker the further away it is? It's actually pretty clever. It's a very cool looking design. How many sheet metal doors we're going to end up with this year if this was accepted? Because I think we've already had 3. Well, with all due respect, it looks very, very cool. So, alright. Can't say no to that. But your opinion matters as well, so don't forget, look at the description, go to the comments page, offer some nice words, maybe even consider voting yes or no. The choice is up to you. Now we'll move over to here, because, well, it's the year of the horse. We got to at least have an interesting looking horse-themed garage door, right? It's a bit of a joke. If you haven't seen my recent short video, go look at them right now. There's about 20 plus different horse garage doors. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, there's still some more garage doors to showcase, and 3 of them were still horse garage doors. There's a lot of garage doors for Lunar New Year, but that's basically every holiday as well. Like, for Lunar New Year, for Valentine's, we also saw a ton of them. It's ridiculous. But with all due respect, that's a perfectly fine looking glow-in-the-dark design. You might recall last year we had that snake one. That was accepted. That's still retaining its price. That's still doing good. So I wouldn't be surprised if Face Punch considers that. I wouldn't be surprised if it sells quite a lot and then retains its value. People like these skins. So, yeah, just kind of giving you a warning. Don't be surprised. Alright then. Let's just pull back. Nighttime with the lights on. You can see all the railings holding it up. Nice and stylish approach. Looking pretty cool. The glow with the neon signage and whatnot is also very impressive. And, of course, a very nice noticeable glow-in-the-dark garage door. So, opinions, please. What do you think? I think there's far too many garage doors. If only you knew. Right then. Then we'll move over to here. A perfectly fine dragon. I know some people might sit there and say, it's not the year of the dragon. Dragons are like a default theme with Lunar New Year. So to see a dragon design, honestly, not too surprised. And based on the design of this, especially the coin in the mouth and whatnot, that's pretty cool. Pretty stylish. Now with this design, is that giving the impression that it's like metallic? Alright, not too bad. Again, it might be referencing something I'm totally not aware of. Hedge is quite uncultured with Lunar New Year things, so if you feel the need to go ahead and explain lore and whatnot, by all means, I'll read it, I'll listen. Right, night time, please. Alright, so you can see the gold railings on the back of it. Chicken wire? Anyway, yeah, you can see that's pretty cool. Yeah, actually, no, it has to be like a mechanical design because it's got like these tubes going through it. Okay. Cool. Pretty sweet. Is it mechanical dragon? Does he actually shoot fire at people? Oh, that'll be a lawsuit. Right. And of course, in total darkness, that stands out very nicely. That's a cool looking dragon garage door. So, yeah. What do you reckon? I reckon we need to go ahead and real quickly just double check and see if these are rolled. Actually, no, I don't need to. You can clearly see. Rolled up. That obviously glows in the dark. Rolled up. This obviously glows in the dark. That's incredibly obvious. So, alright, cool. I know you're probably thinking, oh, Hedge, go on. But no, you can tell. You can just tell. So, alright. How about we go ahead now and showcase some armor. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, where you going? I'm going over to here to look at this interesting Green Jade armor, yes. Now, I don't actually remember the name of it, but this is the only tier 2 armor I'll be showcasing, so scroll down into the description. Go ahead and look at this for yourself. This has been scoring quite nicely. This is mentioned a few times in the bingo cards, so yeah, what do you reckon? I reckon I should also point out the tactical gloves here. Never would I have imagined someone would give an attempt for some Lunar tactical gloves, but, well, there you go. Horse-themed tactical gloves made by Milo Frito. Perhaps next year he could make, like, some goat armor. Year after that, monkey. Look, oh, okay, Milho. If you're going to do monkey tier 3 or something like that, yeah, do tier 3, yeah. Monkey mask, that'd be cool. So next year, if you're going to do, like, goat stuff, I don't know, do, like, hoodie and pants. At least it'll be, like, all woolly. All furry, yeah, that'll make sense, yeah. So we'll get some strange-looking clothing and armor set consisting of all the animals from the Zodiac. I mean, if he wants to. I know he can pull it off. Right, can we just turn the sun around real quickly? I just want to get a better look. There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. All right. So opinions, please. Are you interested? And don't forget about the gloves. Now, one thing we'll also have to do is just double check and see, does it like glow in the dark or anything? Some people will be asking that, so. Nighttime again. Lights off. No glow. What about to the side real quickly? Yep, no glow. No glow. Right then. Looks fine to me. What about you? Start offering those very nice words of yours in the comment section. Okay, time to showcase some weapons and tools, and boom. Look at this. That's a perfectly fine looking hammer. Now, over the past few years, weirdly, even though you're always using a hammer, we don't actually see that many marketable hammers. You would imagine we should see quite a lot, but we don't, do we? Let alone glow-in-the-dark hammers. Ooh, okay. That looks very, very nice and noticeable. And I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate it because you'd be able to easily see where you're hitting and whatnot. So, all right, cool. A very nice looking lantern design. But don't forget, with glow-in-the-dark skins, people will be able to see from a distance. However, you're going to be whacking stuff anyway. So, I mean, it's not like they're not going to be able to hear you. So, yeah, all right. The last glow-in-the-dark hammer skin to be accepted, of course, was the Hammer from Hell. Last Halloween. But before that, it was the Toxic Hammer, which was like three and a half years before the Hammer from Hell. I don't see that many glow-in-the-dark hammers. Could we see this in the Rust store, though? Ooh, well, we shall see. And if you like it, by all means, look at the description, scroll down. All the skins are listed. Go to its comments page, offer some nice kind words, and consider showing support to it. Next up, I want to go ahead and showcase to you this very nice looking bow skin. Yep. Now, at night time, have you noticed there's a few animals out there that constantly keep moving because I can see their eyeballs. However, I can't seem to notice one right now. Let's just hope for the best. So, yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. Night time, though. Let's get a good look at you. Now, as you might notice, this doesn't glow in the dark, but it does have night light. With its white design, you can see that pretty easily. But in third person, people won't be able to see that. You could see it, but they won't. But when it's a glow-in-the-dark skin, they will be able to see it. So, all right, cool. All right, do you see the green eyes? There they are. Let's see if I can... Ah! Gotcha! Run away! I'm surprised. Anyway. And then we have this AK-47 as well. Get a good look at that. Perfectly fine looking flaming horse. Standard aim sight, though, just to confirm. So, yeah, right, fair enough. Still looks cool, though. And where is he? Give that nice reload. If I turn it off at night time, maybe he'll come back. Oh, I see ya. I can't see the sight very well, though. Yeah. So, I think he has run away. Right then, cool. How about we go ahead, then, and showcase these on stage. So let's get up nice and close, strike a pose, try and look pretty, and there you go. So during the day, looking pretty sweet. In the sunlight, quite reflective. Not too bad. Nighttime, With the lights on, of course, you'll see that, yeah, still looking quite reflective. Looking pretty sweet. As we've already, like, addressed, when it glows, you'll be able to see it from quite a distance away. So it's useful to you when you're up, when it's up nice and close. But people will be able to, will be able to see you. But of course, as I said, if you're whacking it against walls, people are going to hear you anyway. So maybe it doesn't matter too much. All right, fair enough. So yeah, if you like it, go ahead and consider showing your support. And then of course, next up, we've got the bow. Lights back on, please. Pose. Let's get up nice and close. So, get a good look at that horse design. I think this is supposed to resemble pottery, if I'm correct. Yeah, looking nice and reflective. Very, very nice. Nighttime look with the lights on nearby. With the gold shining ever so nicely. There's a very nice looking hunting bow. And then, of course, as we've already pointed out, with glow-in-the-dark skins at night time, when someone looks at you, they'll be able to see the skin. But with nightlight skins, I can't see that. That doesn't stand out any different compared to my body. So, yep, just to confirm, when I was holding it, I could easily see it. But when I'm looking at myself, yeah, I can't see it. So, just to confirm, I can see it, but you couldn't. So, all right, cool. Lights back on. And then, of course, let's go ahead and whip out the AK-47. All right, then. So, strike a pose and look pretty. Boom. So, yeah. Not a ridiculous amount of skins to showcase, although when you add it all up, it was quite a lot. It was a decent amount. What matters most is, are you impressed? Do you like what you see? Did anything that we showcased today stand out to you? Are you itching for something in particular? By all means, comment below. But don't forget, February 19 and February 26. And then for March 4 swipe, I do believe we'll start seeing normal, regular skins again. Are we still going to see, like, space theme skins being made? Are we going to see skin creators committing to making more, well, naval theme skins, pirate skins, the Navy skins, boat theme skins? I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But honestly, of all the skins I've seen for Lunar New Year, there were some very nice stylish designs. It's just how many horse-themed doors did we have to see? Okay, so yeah, let's finish off this video. So how many weeks now have we just been sitting here looking at like Valentine skins and Lunar New Year skins? I haven't done a regular Rust Workshop skin checks video for over a month, it seems. Well, of course, by next week we'll be back to normal, so all good. But I should point out, Easter will be, well, that's early April. So we'll probably have 4 weeks of normal skins again, and then 2 weeks of Easter, yippee. Yeah, I'm not joking, it's like just around the corner. So, don't forget, next week, keep an eye on the workshop. You'll see some very interesting collections return, like Hellcore. That got 4 weapon skins in a row over the course of January. I would be surprised if we see that return. I mean, yeah, we'll probably start seeing a lot more SKS skins, for example. I should also point out, the barbecue is confirmed to be the next Skinnable. That's definitely happening. So what type of ideas would you have for barbecue skins? I'm not sure. What collection would have a great, perfect, like, fitting idea for a barbecue? I mean, I don't know. How many people do you reckon are going to make, like, some sort of knockoff fast food designs, like, well, I was trying to say, like, a parody name, but I should just say them properly, like McDonald's and Burger King and all that. I mean, we'll see how that goes. But the only way you're going to be aware of all of these skins is if you keep an eye on the workshop, right? So, yep, 2 weeks of Lunar New Year, but then after that, back to normal. Maybe we'll see brand new collections actually getting built up. Well, don't forget, with all the very nice looking naval themed skins, we very likely will start seeing some more things being added. Maybe we'll see more of this deep sea clothing. Like, it needs a hat. Come on now, it needs a hat. Maybe some pants as well. That'd be helpful. But, like, could we see a boat wooden double door? Could we see more of the naval camo? And as I also referenced just a little bit earlier, could we actually see more space-themed skins being made and worked on? there wasn't any there. Well, you got that one and that one. And then, of course, we had the very cool looking garage door there. So, I don't know. But we have to be prepared for bunnies and carrots and chocolate and whatnot very soon because, of course, Easter is just around the corner. And one final extra thing I'd just like to point out, if you want to get a good look at pretty much every single garage door that I submitted for Lunar New Year, boom, 2 short videos showcasing pretty much all of them. And then over to here, if you aren't fully well aware, we have just got the most, we have the most rarest skin of all of Rust. That was sort of accepted somewhat recently. And I've made a video discussing pretty much everything in regards to what happened. How much is it worth? I have no idea. And you'll understand very easily when you watch this video and see how everything played out. Only 2 of them exist. It is the limited edition Training SKS. So, alright, cool, that's a wrap. So, normal, non-holiday skins next week. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Thank you very much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Have fun, and I'll see you again next week.